If you want to learn how to list your first product on Amazon FBA, here are the steps you need right now. One thing I want to say here is that the right product listing is a crucial component of Amazon success. A lot of people don't really understand that. If you are a newbie, you might find it difficult, but see, listen, there's a lot of things you can do to actually increase your chances of succeeding on the platform. So you must create a product listing on Amazon before selling it. Either add a new listing or match an existing one. And the thing is, we have seen in our experience, it's just a lot easier to match an existing one, okay? Individual sellers list products one at a time, but professional sellers can market them in large batches via bulk uploading or inventory management via third-party platforms. And my point is very important. If you're a newbie and you intend to last long on the platform, please get the professional seller account right away. Don't start with the individual seller. This is just a waste of your time. Okay, and so there are a couple of things you need to pay attention to when we talk about listing your products on your first products on Amazon FBA. Okay, now you should be able to complete each step that I'm going to give you in today's conversation. Please complete each step and utilize them to construct your own Amazon product listing by the end of this video. Very important. So when we talk about Amazon listing, you have to pay attention to the product ID. You have the product images. You need to have product description. And you got to think about the keywords for your listings. And this is important. Again, I don't want you to everything starts with a keyword, because see, when you have the right keywords, you can actually insert them properly in the product description. You can have them in the title of the product. Very important. So you want to think backward. People think about, oh, I'm going to think about the description first, the title afterward, and then I'll think about the keywords. No. I want you to do reverse analysis by starting your content with the keywords you're trying to rank for, and then constructing your description, your narrative, the whole narrative of your products around that. So you want to sign into Amazon Seller Central, and you want to go to add a product. Very important. So signing into Amazon. So this is basically the add a product. You will see it under the inventory drop down menu. Make sure that you are logged into the Seller Central account of your Amazon selling account. This is really important, okay? So because you want to be in the right place at the right time. So step number 1, sign into Amazon Seller Central and go to add a product. Step number 2, find the right category and subcategories on Amazon. By the way, welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate having you here. We're having a conversation about Amazon FBA, how to list your product, your very first product on Amazon. So there are two possibilities when it comes to finding the right category and subcategories on Amazon. The first category is that the first way of doing this, if you want to sell a product, let's say you want to sell a product that already exists on Amazon, right? You can go with the first choice, which is to search Amazon's library of your product. Not library of your product, library for your products. In other words, let's say you are looking to sell product X. You want to search Amazon's library for that product X. And you can type any product ID such as EPC, ISBN, or ASIN number into the search field. And if you want to sell a product that is not available on Amazon, select I'm adding a product that's not available on Amazon. Now, one thing I want to say here is what? If you are a newbie, it's just a lot better to start with products that already exist on the platform. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, especially when you're new. Don't try to reinvent the wheel at all, okay? So you constantly want to make things easier for you by searching for whatever already exists. And one thing I want to say here is that if you are, let's say you want to list a new product, it's kind of easy to find the right category. And so when we talk about category, of course, we're speaking about Amazon category, and categories are really important. Why? Because customers or shoppers, they're searching for products, they're searching for items, but they're also subconsciously searching for categories. For what I'm trying to say, for example, is that when someone is searching for sneakers, or searching for, let's say, Nike sneakers, they subconsciously are thinking about a certain category of sneakers. So make sure that you have a clear idea about the category and the subcategory of your products. Okay. And so once you actually you move into finding the right category for your Amazon FBA listing, you will be actually asked to assign your new product to that specific category. And you may find the category one or two ways. You can use the search feature, or you can browse the categories. And the thing for us is that those two options work fine, not a problem. But based on our experience, what we have seen with newbies on Amazon FBA, it's just a lot better to browse the categories. You want to always work with whatever already exists, okay? Browse the categories and assign a specific category and subcategory to the specific product that you are listing. And if you do this right, what will happen here is that Amazon's algorithm will start to notice you after a while. I mean, things won't happen overnight. You're new, so take your time, hold your horses. But after a while, what will happen here is that the algorithm will actually match your product listing to shoppers' intent. And they will basically use those two elements to recommend your products to more and more shoppers. Very important. Step number 3, filling out your product listing information. This is really, really important. By the way, I just want to quickly remind you to this topic. We are talking about Amazon FBA, how to list your first product on Amazon. So it's important to understand that once you have chosen the category for your products, you have to complete the essential part of the process, which is filling out the listing information of your new products. And this section is divided into several tabs. The first of which contains vital info. So the vital info is mentioned, it basically talks about the product ID. So the product ID, the product name, and the brand name. Now the thing here is that depending on your niche, you might have to provide more information in this category or not. Some shoppers don't really care about it, and some shoppers do care about it. It really depends on the niche. But the thing here is that you have to provide your product listing information. One thing I want to say here is that whenever you provide some kind of product listing information, think about the shoppers. Think about the shopper. Think about the search intent. See, the whole thing is that we see a lot of Amazon FBA newbies who actually just fill information just because it's like they're thinking about being a PhD candidate doing research. I have nothing against PhD candidates, but what I'm saying is that we're not doing academic research. Okay, we're doing something that is commercially based, and we are trying to think about the intents of our shoppers. So you want to really put yourself in your shopper's shoes to really understand what they're looking for. Step number 4, filling out your listing variations info. So if you are offering the same products in several different variants, make sure that you fill out that listing variations info. You can choose versions based on size, color, or items. Create a parent ASIN and then list all the children ASINs below it. Okay, and this is really important. If you select the variation listing, your items will be displayed as a variation listing on the detail page. And in the back end, what will happen here is that you will need to fill up all the necessary fields based on the various themes. Okay, and the thing is, again, going back to what I said earlier about the shopper's intent, ask yourself, what kind of display will actually move my shoppers, my target audience, to actually buy the item? What kind of display do they like? Okay, and so it's always making sure that you offer clients and shoppers what they really want. Next, you want to select your fulfillment channel. Those are really important. Again, we're still having a conversation about how to list your first product on Amazon. So in the fulfillment channel, there are two options. So you have seller fulfillment, that's FBA, that's fulfillment by merchant. And then you have Amazon fulfillment, that's the second one, that's FBA. So fulfillment by Amazon, so FBM or FBA, really depends on you. But one thing I want to say here is, if you are new, if you're a rookie, you want to go with the FBA to start with. And it is a merchant fulfilled if the seller fulfills the orders and packages everything. Okay, so but here, for the purpose of this video, we are selecting the seller fulfillment. But for you, I think you want to go with the FBA. Okay, and step 6, you want to upload your product images. So it's really, really important to move on to the image portion. Please, I don't want to see any fuzzy pictures, any low resolution pictures. No. Okay, this is where you save all of your photos, and please make sure that they are high resolution. Amazon allows up to 10 photographs, and it is essential that you have at least 5 to 6 images. The more the better, boss. The more the better. And the images should be of outstanding quality and high quality resolution. The more, the better, the more, the merrier. And you want to add product description. That's step number 7. So basically, again, going back to what I said earlier, the way you write your description, the way you write your product description, it must be in sync with what the seller is looking for. Don't you try to start like writing something academic, trying to razzle dazzle folks with some big words, whatever, some big words. No, you want to go straight to the point and tell the viewer what's in it for him or her. Okay, so the description is an important part, and Amazon allows 5 key feature bullet points which are to maximize your visibility. Okay, so make sure that you actually take advantage of that, and you can use up to 2,000 characters to fill up the product description. Think about the product description as your only opportunity to wow your potential shoppers, to wow your target audience. It's all about demonstrating that you have knowledge in the specific subject matter. It's really important. Okay, you can't be trying to sell a product on Amazon FBA if you yourself have no idea, have no deep idea about what the product can do. Step number 8, you want to add keywords and search terms. By the way, I want to quickly remind you today's topic. We're having a conversation about Amazon FBA, how to list your first product on Amazon. So I just want to contextualize the convo here. And you want to add keywords and search terms. Okay, now we are speaking here about making sure that you understand that keywords are search terms, keywords are the keywords, the tags. Okay, and the thing here is that you have keywords, you have backend keywords. If any, those terms are synonymous. Okay, the bottom line is what? The bottom line is you want to tag your product onto a system whereby Amazon's algorithm, almighty algorithm, will know about your store, will know that your products match what the shopper is looking for. Okay, and please, keywords constitute the foundational analysis of your store. Very important. Do not do them afterwards. You want to do them beforehand. Okay, and let me give you an extra tip here. Amazon product listing restrictions. Make sure to avoid the following mistakes for the very first product listing on Amazon. Don't use terms like best, free, buy one, get one, or cute, cool, and so on. No. Avoid using terms like special Amazon bargains or trademarked language. Don't jam keywords into the content because neither Amazon nor customers enjoy it. Incomplete listings will be suppressed. Remember, Amazon has their algorithmic police, and basically they constantly look for those incomplete listings and they just delete them. Use information that is not time sensitive, such as best product of the year. Don't do that. And so I mean, you can do that, but don't do like a best product for March of this year or April of this year. And do not include information about the shipment, such as whether it's free or how long it will take, in the description. What I'm trying to say here is that just make the description about the product. Nothing else. Don't try to flatter. Don't try to use buzzwords. Just go straight to the point and be very objective in describing the product. That's what a description is for. Describe the product, what it can do, and most importantly, what it can do for the shopper. What kind of value can the product add to the shopper's life? That's what really matters. Let me give you a few pro tips here. When we speak about Amazon FBA, how to list your first product on Amazon, it's really important to prepare before you list products on Amazon. There are a couple of things you need to take care of first before listing products on Amazon. That they're pretty straightforward, but it's important not to miss any of them because it will cause a ton more of work later on. So you want to get UPC codes for all products. This is so quintessential. Each item you list on Amazon will need its own UPC code, whether that's a single item or several bundled together. So Amazon counts a bundle as a single item. Remember that. So it's important to really understand what the UPC code means, how and where to find them, and the differences sellers need to know about. Now, if you are interested in this topic, please drop us a question below or a comment below, and we'll certainly explain things for you. Here, for the sake of time, I'm not going to get into Amazon UPC code. It's a very complex. It can be a complex topic. So you want to get UPC codes for all products. You also want to measure and weight the products. So one of the parts of uploading a product to Amazon is including its measurement and weight. And there are two ways of doing this. If you're lucky enough to find that your product is already sold elsewhere on Amazon, you can just copy and paste the dimensions and weight from that listing. If not, you'll need to physically measure it, length, width, height, and weight it. Plus, knowing what your item size and weight can help with selling and storage strategies. Remember, Amazon FBA charges for selling and storage. It's really important. You want to take pro quality photographs. So product images are one of the most important part of a product listing process. So take the time to really get this to get this right. And you know, sometimes it doesn't really hurt to actually have a professional photographer take care of the photo part of things, or you can take pictures with your phone and then go onto a freelancer on TopTal or on Fiverr, on Upwork, or on a freelancer.com and ask them to retouch the picture. And you want to make your products findable. So the last step before actually listing products on Amazon means ensuring buyers will be able to find them once they're live. Think about it. You've done all the work, and your products are not even findable. What's up with that? That's really bad. That's really discouraging. So for starters, double check that you have the right category selected, as you might have to get approval to sell in restricted categories. So once you're sure that you have got the right ones, spend a fair bit of time on keyword research. And one thing I want to say here is that you really want to begin listing products to be sold on Amazon. This is really important. How do you do this? Well, you have to think about your strategy. So there are only 4 steps actually in this part. If you did everything right in the first part, this section will be a breeze, really. I promise you. So you want to log into your Seller Central account and toggle down to the inventory drop-down menu, add a product. Okay, this is very simple. And then you can also get to this point by clicking on add products via upload, which is handy if you are used to working with spreadsheets. Next, you want to choose one of 3 options on the add a product page. You can use the search bar to look for a product by name or ID. Just under the search bar, you can click on create a new product listing if your product is brand new and is not currently being sold on Amazon. And for batch uploads, go to the right side of your screen and click on bulk upload. So you want to confirm the primary category and add in any other categories or second categories your items belong to. And you want to switch to advanced view or filling all the fields under the various tabs. That is vital info, variations, offer, images, description, keywords, and more details. And if you are selling products that are in the same, they are actually the same except for small differences like color or size, then the variations tab is where you will distinguish between those differences. This only requires going to help tab on your dashboard and downloading the template you need, okay, to get things done. Make sure that you have Excel to fill in all the fields and upload it to Amazon. And one thing I want to say here is that, and this is the final words here, by following all the steps that I have given you, you can easily create a listing on Amazon FBA and start selling your products right away. I just hope that this video will actually has helped you get a better understanding of how the whole thing works, so you have a clear idea of how to actually boost your product's visibility through proper listing. It's important though, again, and I want to insist on that, you have to understand that everything starts with keyword research. People talk about product research, audience, whatever, but it has to start with keyword, because you have to go for the keyword you want to rank for and estimate the kind of competition you have against you. And everything starts from there. Because if you actually do a good job at the keyword and you do a good job at understanding your potential audience, your target audience, then you can do a good job and you will understand fully how to present the product, the pictures to choose, because you would have known already that your audience likes this kind of pictures. You would have thought about your overall strategy in terms of product description. So everything is interlinked, but it starts with keywords. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Amazon FBA, how to list your first product on Amazon. This is for rookies. And if you enjoyed it, I hope that this will add value to your Amazon FBA business. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.